Hello, Elite Drill Chad here, and I am happy to announce that episode 73 part 1 is here already, and it has released around 10 hours ago from the time that this video is released, and it does answer some pretty important theories and leaves us on a level of uncertainty regarding what's coming to our screens next. Get your brains nice and sharp, because
you have no idea what's coming.
If the last episode had lots of action, then this part is just a build-up to even more action, and possibly the defeat of Jimmy Toilet, as I don't think he can handle all 3 Titans at once, and the Astros might intercept. Analysis time. In the beginning, we see the end of episode 70, but from CAMERAWOMAN's point of view, as Plunger Man is chatting with the secret agent. We know that this is not what's happening in real life, and is instead a memory of CAMERAWOMAN for 3 reasons. The first reason is that, after this, we see heaps of memories of Plungerman. The second reason is that after the flashbacks, she is in an Alliance helicopter after the events of that episode. And the third reason is that Plungerman doesn't show a thumbs up to Titan Cameraman in this scene, which we know that he does in the real episode. So yes, this is a flashback, followed by more flashbacks afterwards, which include Plungerman laying next to dead on the ground in episode 57, CAMERAWOMAN showing thumbs up to him in episode 52, Plungerman hiding from infected Titan speakermen and 2 infected large cameramen at the lab with his scientist buddy, and Titan cameraman being upgraded, and in this scene he is actually missing his right leg. Plungerman showing a thumbs up to CAMERAWOMAN after the events of episode 14, with large cameramen in the background throwing around toilets like in episode 62, and his scientist buddy as well. Before this piece gets interrupted by the rocket kamikaze Skibidi from episode 14, 17, and 20. Plungerman seems to be fearless and want to fight the rocket toilet, and maybe this is how he lost his leg, but we don't know since the recording cuts off. Anyways, now we know that Plungerman used to wear a dark red tie and was fearless since the very beginning, since these flashbacks go back in time as they go. Now, there is another recording with the date 16 September 1985 at 10:30 a.m., which is the year that a commonly used song that features multiple times in the series was made. Can you guess what song it is? It is Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but the dates have nothing but the year in common, and this is also 6 years past the date in the poster from episode 70 part 2. Anyways, we can see someone on the far left with the body on a scientist cameraman, the secret agent on the far right, and a woman with a body shaped like CAMERAWOMAN's. And since CAMERAWOMAN has this moment saved in her memory, it would be safe to assume that the camera recording this is CAMERAWOMAN's head, and a lab accident fused the camera with the woman to make CAMERAWOMAN. So it is very possible that CAMERAWOMAN was the first Alliance member and the true original of Skibidi Toilet. They press a few buttons, and a blue beam of light crosses the screen. This looks exactly like Titan Cameraman's core energy, and perhaps they are trying to channel this energy, but I think this is more about the origin of the cameramen instead of the Skibidi toilets. She zooms out of the tablet, and we see the sussy number 69 on her tablet. Anyways, here we see Speaker Woman and 2 other armed cameramen on this Alliance helicopter. She readies her cannons and flies out of the cameracopter, firing at toilets on the way, and she flies up to the toilet from the second leak we got and kicks him in the face. She fires at him, smacks him with spiked plunger, and grenades him to death. It shows a funny scene with her trying to help up a medic cameraman with the wrong hand, then realizes her mistake and switches hands to help him up. She turns to see some toilets with various weapons, so she targets them by highlighting them in red and then fires at them, killing them all. You can notice her new cannon, which shoots plasma instead of darts. If you use the ultimate female upgraded Titan formula from my episode 70 part 1 analysis, you'll realize that Titan Cameraman is definitely keeping his laser blasters over his shoulders when he gets his new upgrade. She turns to see a medic and large cameraman showing her a thumbs up, and she turns to walk through a gate leading to another area of Skibidi Land, until a buff Skibidi mutant with laser cannons and elbow hooks like Cinnamon appears, and every episode seems to have a stronger mutant, and they might have their own boss like the Astros maybe do. Anyways, he flies away like a coward, and the first scientist clones appears. And I call it that because the scientist clone that took on the Titans had the number 2 on it, so it would be logical to assume that this is clone number 1 if the other is clone's number 2. Anyways, this is now being controlled by TV Woman, as we see her show a cute face and a peace sign to Camera Woman after she finishes off the surrounding rocket toilets. The secret containers again fly over the area, and there are 4 now. It seems like they are doubling every episode, and perhaps this is the experiment, and they are learning to test their 2x tables with secret containers. Anyways, one of them gets shot down by the controlled scientist clone, and before they can open it, Jimmy Toilet comes into the scene and shows the sad face from the first leak we got as he opens his energy shield. Jimmy rams into this clone and lasers it down to the ground, possibly killing TV Woman, but I doubt it. The Helitoilettes are about to pick the crate again and carry on their mission, but Camera Woman doesn't seem to like this idea, so she flies up to the sky and fires her cannon at the helicopter toilets. But this does nothing, and before she dies at the lasers of G-Toilet, Titan Speakerman fires at the secret crate and Jimmy Toilet, sending the container skidding to the ground and killing the toilets. We turn to see our Red Chad getting up and flipping his blasters. 360 degrees, and you can see closely that he is shaking with anger. We saw Titan Cameraman folding his blasters, not 60 degrees, near the end of episode 53. Speaking of Titan Cameraman, he flies into the scene as well, as Titan TV Man teleports into the scene as well before Jimmy can leave. Titan TV Man says in reverse, "There is nowhere to hide. Here, listen for yourself." Jimmy responds by saying, "You have no idea what's coming," and we saw this exact same message in the second leak of this very episode. Titan TV Man says, "I know what is coming. You'll be surprised to see it." Here, have a listen again. This means that Titan TV Man also has a great plan to defeat Jimmy. Anyways, here the episode ends with Jimmy charging up his laser cannons with a smirk on his face. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you are hyped for part 2, and subscribe to me please. Also, yes, I am back from camp, and I am proud to say that from now on, I will be a normal analyzer, and analyze all of Boom's episodes from now on. On time, unless I need a break, or can't analyze it, or have something that I think is more important to analyze. I also have a new channel called Elite Clock Chat, link in description. That is where I post my edits. Anyways, I will be releasing a YouTube Shorts video soon, stating my Jimmy will definitely die very soon. And it is fascinating. I have heaps of logical reasoning and reasons to think that. Bye.